So after taking over Viking FK, Mr. Johnny Sins has spent 11 years with the club, winning countless trophies. Well, not really, you can definitely count them, I assume, and if you can't, then what are you doing on the internet? Go do your homework or something, I don't know. Anyway, we did make it to the Europa League final, where we lost, but as you can see, we have not yet reached the UCL final, and at the moment we have built quite the team, so I'm just hoping for that one final push this season. Jesus Christ, I ran out of breath. We had some money, shall I say, which I did not know how to spend because all the free agents were yeah, but I did find one Fredriksson, and the approaches had been blocked as he decided to not renew his contract last season, even though I offered him like 5 million a week. Cheers, Alexander. Looking at the Swedish, Norwegian and Danish national teams, there weren't many better players that I could buy to upgrade the team, and 4 players were retiring, including Augustinsson, Eriksen, Okore and Vestergaard, meaning we're gonna need more defenders come next season. So, of course, I went ahead and signed a striker. We did beat PSG in the preseason, only to lose to Liverpool. Nice. Tamimi left to Germany and Anderson to France, and in the UCL qualies we had Sturm Graz for like the 3rd or 4th time, I think. In the first game we actually lost, surprisingly, but in the second game we put 5 past them. Very nice. Our group looked like this, which was okay, I guess, and in the first game we won 2-1. Nice. Second game was the same, but reversed, so not very nice. And in the game against Dortmund, in which Tamimi came back, it was our Zlatan regen that got us the 3 points. Fourth game was... Fifth game was pretty good, and last one was also a win. Very nice. And that meant that we topped our group, and by the way, fun fact, Dortmund lost to Nice on the final game, losing out on UCL round of 16. And who did we have in the tournament? We could be up against a team like Napoli, Leverkusen, Benfica, Genk, Ajax or Valencia, but the gods had decided that our opponent would be Chelsea. Oh boy. But with one bad news comes yet another, as my boy, my child, my little baby boy, with a week left in the transfer window, decided to leave. Now, I did say that some cheating allowed in the first episode, so I decided to loan list him, hoping that he goes out on loan and then I would recall him immediately, but a couple of days later the board decided to sell him. Thanks, EA. Very cool. And with just 2 days left, he was gone. Which team though? Which team did he go, you might think? And that team was Manchester City. Oh! And for just 86 million. Are you fucking kidding me? He was here since season 1. I got this Asen guy who turned out to be a 60 overall CDM with potential to be special. So hey, that's nice. He spent like 11 years with the club, and then one day he just... And then one day he just decides he had enough and leaves. Now, I did replace Asen with a player that actually used to play for us, as I brought back Gustafsson, and since I had almost 200 million left, I decided to buy yet another player by the name of Sverre Larsen. I don't know if he used to play for us, but there's actually a good chance that he did, I don't know. So, it was time for Chelsea. It took us a whopping 2 minutes to score, then just 10 minutes later they scored and the game went on to finish 1-1. Not too bad, I guess. Second game, yeah, nice. Second game started off slow, but then we scored 2 goals and they got a red card, and it was smooth sailing from there on out. We haven't reached this point before, so it was a bit scary, sure, but the only thing scarier was the schedule.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Yeah, this is crazy, bro. Also, yes, we're playing Man United. Nice. Unfortunately, they scored an early penalty, then got a red card, but we could not capitalize and we lost 1-0. It's happening again, isn't it? We managed to win in the cup despite a very rotated team, and with a nice 0 days of rest, the team was looking a bit tired, shall I say, especially the bench and the reserves. So, how did we do? Well, we did quite alright as our number 9 scored in the 9th, and the game went on and on and on until the 120th minute. Penalties. We don't have a nice track record of penalties, having lost to way weaker teams both in the Cup and Europe, so I was a bit scared, but surprisingly, we actually won. Yippee! And not gonna lie, I feel like the team is close to dying after playing so many games in such little time, but all I cared about was the next team. Why, it was Arsenal, of course, a team which scored 7 whole goals against us last time when we played them, and our team was not looking too good. And I had to take a risk as I played a right back as a central defender and an injured player at left back, and it kind of paid off as we kept a clean sheet, drawing 0-0. In the second game though, I had to play a tired team and we were just one match away from glory. And it took our Swedish wonder kid just 21 minutes to score, and because we were away from home, our goals pretty much count for 2 instead of 1. Jesus scored in the 63rd minute, and that was it. Full time. 1-1, we won. Even with the help of Jesus, they were second best. And I mean, if they had Jesus help them, who helped us? Odin? I don't know. We of course won the league, this time unbeaten, which is pretty nice, but we did not win the cup, which wasn't pretty nice. And now the big question, who did we get in the final? And the team we had was pretty insane. I could not have scripted this any better myself, because we had Manchester City, the team that stole my own little boy from me. I mean, he's 6'6", but to me he's my little boy. The team that my son, not biological, deserted to. It was time to make things right, win the final, and end this series once and for all. Anyway, as you've noticed, the video is ending. Why, you ask? Well, simply because you can tell whether or not I made it to the final based on the length of the video, so I decided to outsmart all of you and split this video into 2 parts. Wow, I'm so smart. The final itself will be its own separate video, which will be released sometime soon, in like 1 or 2 days, I don't know. But for now, I just want to say thank you if you watch this for some reason. I don't know why you would do that, but thanks. And yeah,